pretty much went to the script. Sophia Smith with a couple goals in the first half, one in the 14th minute, one deep in first half stoppage time, and then Lindsey Horan adding a goal in the 77th minute, and that made it 3-0, the final score. Of course, this one played at Eden Park in Auckland, New Zealand. For more on this, great to welcome back into Futbol Americas our good friend and colleague Ali Krieger, who is not in a nightclub. She's at a watch party. Ali, tell us where you're at. What's going on out there?
I am at currently Juneshine tasting room in Brooklyn, New York. My wife and I, Ashlyn, we came out with a World Cup flavor Juneshine called Watermelon Raz. So we're celebrating that tonight. There's a watch party behind me. It's all very exciting because the U.S. obviously won 3-0.
Yes, the party, Herc. We got to get invites to things like this. We're falling behind, you and I.
Why are you here?
I have not been home in a while. I must have missed it in the mail.
Yeah, missed it in the mail.
Yeah.
All right, so Ali, at the end of the day, it is 3 points. It's a 3-0 win. It's pretty comfortable. But I think at least through the first half, there were some moments where it maybe wasn't going like a lot of people thought it would. So what do you think of the performance here against Vietnam?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's obviously the first game. You want to get the cobwebs out a little bit, but I thought we would have come out, putting them on their heels a little bit more than we did. A couple of the chances obviously didn't come through, but ultimately the goal was to win the game. Surprisingly, Alex didn't score the PK, but I do feel like on the positive side of things, it's great that we were able to get three points out of this game, and we look forward to the next.
All right, very difficult to nitpick when you score 3 goals in a World Cup and you win the game, right? All right, we understand this, but there were moments in this game, especially early on, Ali, when the U.S. really struggled to break down Vietnam in that low block. I really think the lack of Rose Lavelle hurt that creativity. There was a lack of creativity. Did you see the same thing?
For sure. When you saw her come in the game, she's a game changer. You see her technical ability, you see her in between the lines, you see her as a link player. I think it's really important that she's in the game. It's crucial that we have her out there to do just that and to create the opportunities that we need in order to get in front of the goal and score goals. But yes, this isn't, unexpected. I mean, you want to come out and you want to be on your front foot in the first game of the World Cup on the biggest stage, but sometimes against teams like this where you don't know what the expectation will be or what they're going to come out looking like. And it's very difficult to break down a team that's very compact. And you have to just kind of find your chances as they come during the game. And I think we did that. Yes, we didn't score the PK, but we were able to score 2 after that. And that's what solidified the win.
Ali, what did I say on our ESPN FC Women's World Cup special? I said it was going to be tougher than people would think. This was not going to be
you put Thailand. The line at
this was not going to be 13-0. No, I didn't pick that. Vegas put it over under 5.5, and I said the team total for the U.S. would be under. That was an easy winner for Seb, which I have not had too many of late here. Let's talk about the lineup decisions from Vlatko and Anofsky, Ali, because there was some, I don't know if head scratchers, but I think definitely surprises, right? I think for me, seeing Savannah DeMello in there was kind of a pleasant surprise. If ever she was going to get a start, this would seem to be the spot. And then I also think the other thing that stood out was Julie Ertz at center back. Overall, what do you think the approach was from Vlatko and Anofsky to this game? Because to me, it felt a little bit like an experiment.
For sure. I mean, we spoke about this before in previous shows that, we weren't sure if JJ was going to be, playing in the 6th role or even center back filling in. But I was quite surprised. I thought she would definitely be in the 6th and Alana would have started this game. But, I think he wanted to come out with a more structured defensive mentality, maybe just to solidify things in the first match and continue to create chances for the front 6. And so I do feel like that's why he used JJ in that position. Also, DeMello was definitely a surprise. I never thought that she would have maybe started over Sanchez, who has been playing consistently for the U.S., for the past year. So that was definitely a surprise for me. Kind of throw her into the fire. This is her first cap and her first experience at a World Cup. So I was surprised along with you with that choice.
Ali, what, if anything, did Vlatko learn from this experimental 11, as Sebi put it, and especially going to Julie Ertz as a center back? What did he learn there?
For sure. I mean, we spoke about this before in previous shows that, we weren't sure if JJ was going to be, in the 6th role or even center back filling in. But I was quite surprised. I thought she would definitely be in the 6th and Alana would have started this game. But, I think he wanted to come out with a more structured defensive mentality, maybe just to solidify things in the first match and continue to create chances for the front 6. And so I do feel like that's why he used JJ in that position. Also, DeMello was definitely a surprise. I never thought that she would have maybe started over Sanchez, who has been playing consistently for the U.S., for the past year. So that was definitely a surprise for me. Kind of throw her into the fire. This is her first cap and her first experience at a World Cup. So I was surprised along with you with that choice. Yeah, she has all the qualities. She's such a great player. I mean, she's very versatile. You can put her anywhere at this point. And I feel like she really solidified that role in 2015. I had a chance to play next to her, which was such an honor for me because we were both kind of this, experiencing this new partnership. But I do feel like it was seamless for her today. She looked very comfortable. And I know that it's nothing new for her. So I think that was really confident performance from her. And I think that we're going to see her there in the near future throughout this tournament for sure.
All right, I was patting myself on my back for the picks that I made in one of our earlier shows. I got to give Ali some credit now. Because when she was asked who she was most excited to see tonight, she didn't hesitate. She said, Sophia Smith. That is our player of the match chosen by production. They didn't get it wrong, did they, Ali?
No, absolutely not. She had 2 goals and 1 assist. I mean, it was incredible. She's a winner, like she said, and she wants to compete. She wants to win. She wants to be consistent, and she wants to keep that spot. So you have to do everything you can to make the coaches, not ignore you. And in order to stay out there on the field in the squad in this tournament, you have to be your best. And I think she proved that tonight, that she's willing to take on this role of say, hey, you put the ball in the front of the goal or in the box, I'm going to just create chances, even half chances, and really get the job done because she wants to win. She wants to be that player that the team counts on and that she carries the team on her back. And you could tell just by watching her performances and throughout this year. And now she's on the biggest stage and she's already taken it. She's taking that role, that leadership role in the front. And it's just really, really enjoyable to watch.
Sophia Smith's kind of the easy answer, right? We expect her to be one of the standouts here. Is there anybody else for you, Ali, that stood out that you're just thinking like went under the radar and you really liked their performance?
Yeah, I mean, Lindsey Horan, who had a goal. She's always consistent. You know what you're going to get from her. So I think that's why she's, been in the squad for so long. You know that you can count on her in those big moments. But Trinity Rodman, even though maybe there wasn't that much created, she's causing havoc. And she's putting the back line under pressure. And with her pace, with her athleticism, and now knowledge of the game at such a young age, I just feel like she's a threat. And people need to be aware of her. And defenders need to be a little bit nervous and have to keep her in their back pocket. Or else it could get a little dangerous. I was expecting tonight maybe 5 to 7 goals. But hopefully building off of this performance, they can go into the next game super confident with those front 3, kind of with just trying to get the cobwebs out a little bit. So I'm excited to see the next game and what this front 6 can do.
Herc, we've asked Ali about every position except the one she played. Let's talk about the outside backs. I'm curious kind of what you thought of their performance, what you think of the respective kind of depth charts at each position, and then beyond that, how they play and maybe how different it was from the job that you did for Jill Ellis 4 years ago.
Well, my job was probably so great. No, I miss playing outside back. Honestly, I love to defend, but I also love to get into the attack and really be a part of creating chances and serving balls in. And I really think that there's so much value in that position, but not many people give the appreciation that it deserves because it's really difficult to go up and back constantly in a game like this, especially when you're trying to break down a defense that's super compact. And so I think we did a good job. I think obviously there's moments that we can build on and there's exciting moments to come because I think Crystal Dunn and Emily Fox are 2 amazing outside backs that are so dynamic and they want to get into the attack, but they're also good defenders. And I think you really have to have that variability and you have to have that trust that they're going to get the job done. And they do. And so you can sometimes see Emily Fox even in and around the box trying to get on the end of chances like tonight. It didn't come off necessarily, but she's trying to create these chances that I think outside backs really need to do now in the modern game.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.